So I thought I needed. So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
Alright, so 1,000 miles, how did it do? Well, it did excellent. I'm going to show you guys the bottom blade here. This is the original blade. I have not gotten a second one yet. We're going to see if I need to upgrade or not. Just take it to the Boss dealer, let him paint it, do all the rest, you know, just fix a few things. Usually after the season's done, you spray the bottom edges and where it's rusting, and just takes care of it a little bit. So anyways, I'll show you guys the back. I washed it earlier, then I had to plow because it snowed again. So sorry it's dirty, but overall it's doing a great job. This left side hydraulic's doing a great job. You want them to be a little loose, so they have wiggle room to move around. You don't want these tight on the bolts right here. Going to the center spindle here, these are the wear points mostly up here. Just rubbing from side to side motion and being up, and just normal wear and tear, but basically just the corners on the sides. Try to give you guys a good shot of that. Also on the bottom here, another rub points. That's expected though, so it's not going to hurt it. This is a huge piece of metal, very thick, and you're not going to hurt it. These things, I have had a video on this previously, but the pin that goes through here, both sides break. They're just they're really hollow. They're not solid, and they have a little crease in them. I just leave those because this isn't going to hit the ground at all. They just move around a little bit, but not a huge deal. Down on the inside there you can see how it's snow and ice likes to build up in here, and it limits your ability to how far it goes up, so you have to chip that out with a screwdriver or something sometimes, but that's one main wearing point that we'll have to see how that's doing. But as you can see, there's a little O-ring right there that might need, I don't know, we'll see, replacing or set back in there, or I'm not sure. This is just paint wear, but that's not a chip. But maybe one of the main points right there, that's kind of rubbing. Going in over here, right side, right high side hydraulic, doing great. You need that to be a little loose, just like the other side. I'm very happy with it. Love the hydraulic relief pressure when you hit something, compared to springs. So upside, right side right there, that's another rub spot. I probably should have moved this pin right here, because it's kind of rubbing into that. Not a huge deal though, it's just paint. And then down, same thing as the left side, just those rub spots. Hose lines are doing great. Hydraulic lines, sorry. I don't put skid shoes on mine. That might help with like not getting to the point of where you're hitting the main metal, not the blade, when your blade gets pretty worn down, but if you keep an eye on it, you don't need those. I don't use them at least. And then here's the left side of that. Same thing, the spindle right here. Not a huge deal. If you take your plow on and off a lot, then you might want to just keep replacing those little pins that go in there. I'll show you in a second when that's up. But overall, I don't need to do that because I don't take it off very much. Hydraulics stayed very clean. Fluid level's been going down a little bit, but it's still in the safe zone, so very happy with that. And I do have a shot that I will show you guys here. Very happy with how clean it stayed. Looks good. Hydraulics look good. It probably is leaking a little bit because it was in that position where it was up, and that's probably why it's just a little leakage, but very happy with how clean it is. Stayed, all the electrical looks good. That's how big the motor is. Pretty small motor, but motor did fantastic. Even though there's no like seal around this box, it stayed really nice and clean in there throughout the whole season. So, and also the frame, I can show you guys that. Did a really great job. Nothing bent, nothing like that. So very pleased with it. So let me take it off, flip it up, and I'll show you guys the bottom side. Alrighty, so we flipped her up. I'm going to show you guys the back side of the blade. The blade in general, that wears more on the inner and then outer points, and there's more in the middle. Same on each side, but it's pretty linear linear overall. And I'll give you guys a quick tape measure real quick, just to give you guys an idea. Try to get it in shot here. Sorry about my tape measure, it's kind of rusted a little bit, but showing about an inch probably, maybe a little bit more than that. Sorry about that. Just to give you guys a reference counter. Alright, so that's what you kind of can expect, at least on mine. Every plow is different. If you're doing a lot of V'ing like it is in this position, this inner piece is going to wear quite a bit more, because when you're plowing, it digs into the ground and you just got to relieve the pressure with the hydraulics. But I do more scooping in that direction and then side to side. That's what I don't use the V a lot, unless it's really deep snow and I can't get through a sidewalk, then it just plows right through it. Anyways, let's take a quick look. Rubbing points again. Doing great, just the paint. You can always repaint it once the season's done. Very happy with this. I thought this would rub a lot more. This back plate did stay on. After I tighten these bolts, I'm probably going to tighten it maybe a little bit on this left side. That is bent a little bit, just that's from the first time coming off. Boss, if you're seeing this, please make these a little bit longer to stick through more, as well as make these back pieces just a little bit longer, so this piece can stay in there nice and tight. But we'll get to that a little later. As you can see, the back pins right here broke. The only thing you can come up, or issue you might see is if both sides break, then you'll lose the tension on this spring to keep the bolt in. But overall, those can be broken and it doesn't hurt anything. You can just, they're more meant to just keeping that in place and not moving out of it like that does. But once they're in there, it's not going to hurt anything. So that's on both sides. So these didn't break at all. Very happy with that. Main contact points look good. Just a little rusted. That's not going to hurt anything. So stayed together really, really nice. I'm really happy with it. So what else can I say? Issue I encountered this season, about 600 or I think it was 800 miles. So the right heights hydraulic, it would extend, and then this only happened at 2 points during the season. It would extend, and then it wouldn't go back in. It would be a dead throttle switch over here. So I could extend it and it would make a noise where the hydraulic pressure is relieving out of it. So fully extended. When I tried to go and put the right side back inward, it was a dead switch. I'm not sure if there's water in here, or water with the connector up here, or something with hydraulic being like a clog or something. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to my Boss dealer at all. But that was one thing that happened. So I could still use the machine pushing snow left and then scooping. It was really weird. I got to driving down the road. So it happened, got to driving down the road, and then all of a sudden it started working again and I have full control of it. And then got to my next site, put the plow down, did 2 or 3 swipes, and then the right side locked up again. But then a little bit after that, it started to work again, and it's worked fine for the next 300 miles. So it was just kind of a weird fluke. Everything works perfectly fine. I wouldn't call it a huge deal because I'm sure it was just something that is weird that happened, and it hasn't happened since. So I just thought I'd bring that up and tell you guys about that. So really, the only 3 things that have happened this season, that locked up on me. This fell off because I didn't tighten the bolts, and these break. But besides that, or when I say these break, it's the little pin inside here. That's not a huge deal. This one was my fault. This just happens and it's not a big deal, and that is just a weird fluke that on my plow happened. And it hasn't happened since, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, we'll get back into what you guys want to see. So springs inside here have not broken at all, so very happy with that. It's kind of hard to see inside there unless I drill those off take these off and then get in there, but I don't really want to do that. But overall, I'm really happy with it. It's doing a great job. If you guys want to see anything on the plow specifically, let me know. But with the shots I've taken and shown you guys, I'm sure you guys get the gist of it. With the box up here, the Boss dealer that I have, you cut a hole here and on the side here, and it keeps your hoses connected so it's not rubbing on your tire. I thought that was really nice, so I did that on our other one. The connections up here, they stay out of the way, and it's a great position for it. Nothing hits, nothing rubs, so it's a great spot for that. And I love the spot on this with the Polaris. It's a perfect spot. And I recommend putting this on the left side because it keeps it from just being near the tire when you have the other cover on it. So this connects, and then this piece connects into that to get out of the way. Everything just works really well, really clean, and they do a really great job. So other than that, maybe I'll show you guys the bottom right here. Clip this off real quick. This did a really great job. I'm very happy with this. No bending, none of that. Did wear a little bit, you can see there. That's just from pushing, that's normal wear and tear though. Yeah, very solid, very happy with it, and hasn't moved a centimeter, so very pleased with the mount. And I did find a Can-Am with this Boss Plow on it. The mounting bracket for the Can-Am is completely different than the Polaris. Completely different mounts, completely different machines, of course. I'll maybe throw a picture up showing you guys that mount. I like the Polaris mount a lot better. It's a lot cleaner to me. There's less metal. It just fits and looks a lot cleaner. I'll probably put the plastic piece back on here that covers over this front fascia, maybe. Because I got this zip tied up right here that holds it. There's usually a piece here. You just got to cut a little sliver out for down here. But anyways, I like the Polaris mount a lot better. It's a lot cleaner, just looks better, and very happy with it. When it comes to the springs did a fantastic job this season. Let me flip this up real quick. So we'll take a look in the springs inside. Put that to the side. That's a really nice feature that the Polaris has. You can just get in here and move everything, and they're kind of dirty right now, my apologies. Doing a really great job there. Much better than the stock ones. It's not a huge difference from the stock ones, but there's less sink, and they help just that little bit, and I highly recommend doing it. On a Can-Am, you have to upgrade the springs because there's just no way that their stock springs will do the job. You need to upgrade them, but these ones I'm very happy with. A little bit of rusting, but very pleased with it. This one bowed a little bit, but that's a normal spring. So very solid, very pleased with that. Coolant stayed good. Just very happy. So I'm not going to do much with the machine right now. Review wise, it did the job. A few issues here and there, but we can go over that if you guys want to see that in another video, what issues happened. And it wasn't huge, just weird things that happened during the season. But anyway, so moving our way over to the control box. I'm very happy with the box. I love the box. You can either do the box or a handheld controller that you can Velcro to this. I love the box. It's a great position for where your hands are. Very easy to control and all that. You can put if you have a Polaris, you can put your winch control up here. I just took it off because at the time we just needed the room, but you can fit a winch with this on it. Your controller, I'll probably put that on during the summer. But to give you guys a reference, this side will eat at your glove by the end of the season. So I'll show you guys my glove here. This glove is pretty old though. So it ate at that glove pretty good. If you don't wear gloves, this probably will eat at your hand a little bit. But with gloves, it's not a huge deal. Very soft, very easy to grab, and the clicks are staying good. Everything's working good. Springs feel good. Very happy with it. So that's just a quick look at the box. Anyways, one more spot. So up here, this is a normal wear and tear right here. This is normal wear and tear right here. But this one right here, or one of these two, pretty sure it's this one. I just want to show you guys how durable this plow is, because a lady backed into me on Main Street with her hitch on, and it was a pretty good hit too. She backed into the plow right here, and you can see just how durable this metal is, the paint and all that. So this plow is meant to be used for years. All right, boss, if you're listening, this is what I think you guys should add to the plow, and I think it would make it so much better for everybody, and it'll bring you guys above a lot of the other competition that's out there with V plows. But you guys do have a solid plow here, and I'm really happy with it, and thank you guys for creating it and making it, and keep bringing all the great stuff you guys are bringing out. So Anyways, what I wish this plow had was the trip springs in the back. I think you guys have enough room in an ATV plow to get these trip on the bottom. Keep the whole plow keep the plow that tripping the whole thing, but also add trip edges on the bottom. I think that'd be fantastic. Also, this plow is a 5.6 V plow. You guys advertise that it's 5.6, but it's really 5.6 and more with this little piece here that extends. I'm not pissed off about that or anything. And I love these little side things because they protect the plow itself, and I get why you guys put it on there and why you guys do it. I love it. What I do wish is that you guys made extenders or extension pieces for the side. I know you guys do them for the straight blade plows, but for the V plow, it'd be great if you guys had something that was really quick to slap on here to make this plow bigger and give you more surface area for driveways. Don't get me wrong. This plow does excellent on driveways for the size it is, but sometimes I wish I could create it into a 6x6 bigger V plow or something just bigger to move more snow. It would help save time if it would be really quick release. Just throw it on there, no bolts. Just do something that'd be really, really cool to put on there for both sides. I know you guys do that for the straight blade, but I know that you have to bolt them on. It takes time to get them on and off. If you guys could find a way to do something with magnets or something, it would just be fantastic to give the customer the option of extending that when they want to extend it, and make something that can maybe go on your machine to keep those on like a certain, like on the side or on the back, to store those side pieces. I would love, if you guys do that, I'd love to test them out or something. Feel free to contact me or anybody. Send me something that would extend these sides. I think it'd be really awesome. So anyways, so we got that. Also, I wish you guys would, let me move this down real quick. I showed you guys the inside of that centerpiece. If you guys could find a way to not let build ice, or I don't know how to say this, to keep ice from building and chipping at the hydraulic in there, that'd be great, because I'm losing a bunch of it's not a huge deal, it still gets the job done. It just eats at that hydraulic down there, and if you guys would find a way to not have ice build up in there or cover it just a little bit more, that'd be fantastic. That's not a huge deal, I'm not too worried about that. There's one more thing. Okay, so when it comes to controller up here, you guys have like the main controller and then you just float mode. I really wish this plow had it. It would make it so good. If you guys made a switch and a plow that could have a downward motion to it to give the plow downward pressure when you want to back drag, that would make this plow just out of this world phenomenal. Because the plow does not do a really great job when it comes to some back dragging. If you guys, there's another plow out there, I don't know the brand of it. You can put down pressure, or how do I say this? You can make the hydraulic push down and give you awesome back drags. I know it's kind of worrisome with wear and tear with people, how they're going to use it, but if you guys had a way to get the down pressure on the plow to push down and be able to back drag, that'd just blow my mind. And I really hope you guys are listening and incorporate that into the plow. I think it really needs that on all your ATV, UTV, and trucks. I think you don't think you guys do that on your trucks, I'm not sure, but ATV and UTV, that'd be so great, because being able to back drag from the driveways, just to have that ability to give that little extra pressure to get just enough back so you can get your back tires when you're backing up into the driveway and then pushing from there. I mean, it just needs that little bit more of it gives you about here to here back dragging, sometimes maybe even a little less. If you can get the back drag just enough down pressure to get our back tires to the point where we can back up into the driveway or the garage door and push from there and not have to shovel from the garage out, that is something it would be phenomenal. And so those are the main things I think this plow needs. Again, love the plow, very happy with it. Thank you guys so much for creating this plow. I really appreciate it. The mounts are doing fantastic. I wouldn't put it on a 570, stick with the 850 and the 1000. The heavier weight is really meant for this machine. You can still do it with the 570. I'm not saying it's not going to work. It's just the machine is not built as durable, and it's not going to handle it as well as the bigger machines are. And the extra weight really helps you push the snow where you need to and stack it. And overall, just those are the things I think it needs. Besides that, love it. Thank you guys for creating it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, I don't care. But please hit that subscription button. I love hearing from you guys. I love reading your comments, and love to get to see some of you guys, get to know you guys, and let you guys see the machine, maybe take it out to a couple events. If you guys are ever in Bozeman, Montana, we only give like one car show a year or two at Black Horse and then one on Main Street. But if you guys would ever want to see the plow, hit me up. I'll be happy to show you. We got this same setup. We have 2 of these machines, so I could bring both of them out, show you guys the difference in how each of them wear in person. And yeah, so if you guys want, hit in the comments below. Please hit the subscribe, hit the like, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.